If you're watching this video, you're probably here to know about why the 10mm is the best handgun cartridge out there. That's exactly what we're going to talk about. Not only is the 10mm ideal for hunting purposes out in the countryside, it is quite possibly the best and most versatile gun you can have to protect you from human predators as well. And yeah, don't forget to stay tuned until the end because we have a lineup of the 8 best 10mm pistols you can get waiting for you at the end of the video, with completed detailed descriptions. So let's get straight into it then. The 10mm, or as the Alaskan Bear Guides call it, Big 10, is reputed for its stopping power in the world of hunting. Having a larger ammo capacity is an added benefit which allows for faster reloads and many more follow-up shots. Even though the 10mm isn't the easiest gun to shoot accurately, it's still fairly easy to use, and the added ammo makes everything much better. Hunting with a 10mm is a great idea, especially if you have one of the 1911s with a fairly high degree of accuracy and a not-so-hard recoil. Just make sure you keep them clean, otherwise you can tend to be unreliable and jam up easily. However, they are heavier than your average pistol, so a chest holster would do you good if you plan on going out into the wilderness with these. The ammo capacity is also less in these guys as compared to something like a double stack, striker-fired pistol, or even a polymer-framed pistol, so do keep that in mind. So, without any further ado, let's dig into why the following 8 10mm firearms are the best ones you can get if you're in the market looking for a pistol for hunting or self-defense. First up, we have the Glock 20, 29, and 40. Glock is the only one of 2 manufacturers currently producing double-stack 10mm pistols, and thus, these are perfect for someone looking for a high-capacity magazine. You don't want to be busy reloading your gun when a grizzly is charging at you. Now, would you? The Glock 20 and Glock 40 are essentially made up of the same frame and have a magazine capacity of 15+1. However, the Glock 20 has a 4.6-inch barrel, while the Glock 40 features a full 6-inch one. The 40 comes with a moss cut so you can easily mount your red dot sight on top, which I believe is super important since it allows you to easily engage with targets further away. Beware though, the Glock 40 is quite long and is challenging to carry for someone less experienced. The Glock 29 on the other hand is a subcompact firearm and comes with a flush-fitting magazine that holds 10 rounds, although the 15-round magazine from the 20 and 40 is compatible with it too. Due to its shorter grip, it is not a good idea to use it in colder environments since executing a rapid draw and firing a shot with the gloves on can prove to be extremely painstaking. Nevertheless, what we recommend is the 4th generation Glock 29, which boasts a shorter length of pull and a softer recoil, making it the most suitable for people with large hands. Next, we have the Springfield Armory XD-M 10, which is Springfield's latest entrant into the market of polymer-framed striker pistols. They come in 2 variants, a standard one with the 4.5-inch barrel and a longer one with the 5.25-inch barrel. Not only does the 5.28-inch barrel offer more bullet velocity, but it also comes with an ambidextrous magazine release and 3 mechanical safeties, which means it'll fit a vast majority of shooters easily. Both versions have a 15-round magazine, and the OSP pairs up nicely with a red dot due to the suppressor height sights. With extreme accuracy and a mild recoil, the XD-M10 is basically just perfect for hunting, defense, and practical target shooting. Originally developed for the Swiss Army in 1975 and chambered in 9mm, several years ago the P220 started being offered with a 5-inch barrel and chambering in 10mm. Made with stainless steel, the gun can be hefty for some, but the added weight helps tame the recoil easily. At the moment, it comes in 2 configurations, as a double-action, single-action, or with a sweet single-action trigger. A search in the aftermarket might get you some P220 Hunters with heavily textured G10 grips and slides with very functional sights. Nevertheless, the 10mm P220 is a treat for shooters. Running short on cash? The 10mm Ruger SR 1911 is light on your pocket, making it an affordable hunt defense hybrid. Manufactured with stainless steel, the SR 1911 target model comes with fully adjustable rear sight and dovetailed front sight. A titanium pin-firing pin has been added for longevity, and a lowered flared ejection port coupled with a 5-inch barrel guarantees increased reliability. The oversized magazine release, a black rubber grip panel, and an extended beaver tail grip safety all comes together to make its operation manageable in slippery conditions or even with the gloves on. A list of the best 10mm can be complete with a Colt 911, now can it? Being the first company to chamber in 1911 and a 10mm back in 1987, Colt's Delta Elite railgun is a masterpiece. Boasting an integrated rail stainless steel frame with a classic 5-inch barrel makes the Elite gun the perfect firearm to use for hunting or as a camp defense. The extended thumb beaver tail grip safety and Novak white dot sights add up to make this one of the very best and our personal favorite. If you've got a few extra $100 to spare, we recommend going for the Baer Premier 2 Hunter. A 6-inch match-grade barrel coupled with a tuned LBC speed trigger ensures optimal accuracy during usage. The checked front strap and mainspring housing provide an excellent grip. It even has a low mount, full adjustable rear sight, making aiming an easy task. However, like most high-quality pistols, it is quite heavy and weighs in at 44 ounces when unloaded. Despite the heftiness, it makes for an excellent sidearm whether you're just heading out to the countryside for a hunt or you want something for your own personal defense. We could call this next gun the do-it-all handgun on our list, and is the Remington R1 Hunter, showcasing a 6-inch barrel, an integral accessory tail, G10 grips, and an all-black PVD finish. The 10mm pistol can definitely do it all. Whether you're hunting for black bear or whitetails, the R1 can get everything done. Although the fiber optic sight is something that we're not fond of personally, the black adjustable rear sight and red optic fiber front really gets our attention. Add a weapon light like the Sunfire X300 Ultra, and you've got yourself a weapon that is a piece of art. Last on our list, but definitely not last in our hearts, it's the Kimber Super Jager. Thanks to the Leopold Delta Point Pro, a red dot sight milled into the slide, the Jager effectively blurs the lines between hunting and backcountry defense. Even though the magazine only consists of 8 rounds, each and every single one of these rounds is carefully optimized to get you optimal results. The 6 ports in front of the ejection port effectively decrease muzzle rise upon shooting, and thus make tracking the red dot easier, which allows for better follow-up shots. The 6-inch barrel, boarding, and frame made from stainless steel make the Jager quite hefty, so you better get a chest holster too. Only thing we think is missing is a rail dust cover. If that was somehow added, the Jager would have been our personal favorite. Now that we're done with the guns, I hope you guys will now have a better idea of what goes into making of each gun and what the characteristics are overall. And in turn, I hope this helps you out in choosing a sidearm which is suited for your needs. However, we do have certain further recommendations in terms of the ammo to be used and why a red dot sight is absolutely essential for your 10mm handgun. I'm a huge supporter of red dot sights myself because I believe they can help all shooters, whether you're a beginner or a pro, shoot significantly more accurately, especially considering moving targets, which are very hard to aim and hit otherwise. With a red dot sight, you just make sure the red dot is on your target, bam! It basically just takes slight alignment completely out of the equation, making the art of shooting a whole lot simpler. I think the biggest advantage a red dot sight has over an iron sight is the frame in which shooting is being carried out. You know what I mean? Imagine looking through an iron sight and you have the huge view in front of you in which you have to aim successfully. On the other hand, a red dot sight provides a singular red dot point, which can easily be aimed at the target and thus the target shot. However, we're not going to neglect the importance of an iron sight either. It's still pretty important since you act as a backup sight should your electronic red dot sight fail. They even act as a training wheels for beginners just starting to shoot by offering a familiar sight picture. These are just a few of the advantages of a red dot sight, and I think this should be enough to convince you to get one for your sidearm too. As far as the 10mm ammo is concerned, from what I've seen, there have usually been 2 extremes: lightly loaded personal defense rounds or smoking hot loads that feel like you're going to melt your slide. But recently, Federal Premium has started making 180 grain, trophy-bonded JHP rounds, which expand yet still hold together. This offers deep penetration on the toughest of targets, and so is currently one of our favorite choices for ammo. So thank you for listening all the way to the end of the video, and I hope I've shared some useful stuff which will help you make the right choices in regards to these 10mm firearms. Don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more amazing content related to all different types of guns.